Okay, so I'm at this super cute cafe. It has like this little room. Ah, look how cute it is. I love it. It's so fun. It's called Cafe Dulce Aromas, I think. It's really good. Alright, we are heading to Plaza Las Americas, which is like the biggest mall in the Caribbean. And here's the IKEA on the way, which we love the IKEA. This is a route that I don't know why I thought this was a good idea to go to the mall like 2 weeks before Christmas on a Saturday, but it's bonkers here. It's like a regular mall, but like big. And there are so many people, and like there's a crazy line for Bath and Body Works. Like that's the line for Bath and Body Works, and it's just wild. So, whew. And that's not because of COVID. That's just because I think the store is like at capacity. Yeah, but I'm about to go to the next store, which I didn't know was a thing, so I'm excited about that. What was that, Daniel?
Look, there's more.
Oh my gosh.
What is this? What is this?
Look, a bunch of Suzuki Swifts. Or whatever they're called, Suzuki,
So it's a parade or a caravan, and they're all using police sirens. And I'm just really confused because everybody pulled over thinking it's, you know, the policia is here. And then what was it, Daniel?
it was a bunch of Jeeps and Suzuki
And like lifted
4x4s.
Jeeps. And like, what? Bienvenidos a Puerto Rico.
Oh my goodness.
Which means
That was like the most Puerto Rican ever. Yeah. Okay, well tonight was a big disaster, but we got some Mallorcas, which are like sweet buns. And they're like special for this area, so that's something. We went to the mall, and then we tried to go to Old San Juan because there's like a lot of Christmas stuff going on and whatever, but it was, well, we sat in traffic for like 2.5 hours and never got there because there's a boat parade, like a boat Christmas parade. Like they light up the boats with Christmas lights, and I'm sure it's very cool. There's nowhere to park, and all the police kept blocking off the streets, so we couldn't turn to go like north or towards any of the parking we wanted to go to. Like we just ended up having to just turn around and go back after all of that. So extremely frustrating, definitely disappointing, because we really haven't had a ton of time to do anything fun recently, but we are trying to make the best of it. We're gonna go home, eat our Mallorcas, and watch maybe Star Trek. Star Trek?
We'll see.
Maybe Star Trek. Ramona, what are we making? What are you making?
A pastelón.
Pastelón, what is that?
It's a Spanish lasagna.
I'm
Oh.
opening
So
can
what?
with a butter knife.
Yeah.
The
So what is the difference?
The
I got it.
difference, instead of pasta,
Mm-hmm.
we use,
Amarillos.
yes, the sweet plantains.
Sweet plantain, so it's like,
We layer it,
okay.
put the meat, put the cheese,
Mm-hmm.
put some string beans, put another layer of,
Cream.
The Amarillos. They call them Amarillos. They're
Where
yellow.
does this
Yeah.
need to go?
Right there.
Okay.
Good. And it's delicious, right?
yes.
I did not want to.
It seems like flavors I wouldn't normally think of, but
When you finish layering it, you have to take like maybe 6 eggs and you beat them and you pour it on
oh,
so that it kind of
sticks
Holds
together.
everything in place. Yes.
So do you use any kind of sauce with it? Like just the eggs keeps it together? There's no like tomato sauce or anything.
No, you could use spaghetti sauce.
Okay, if you wanted
I did
to.
buy some, but I don't think I brought it.
I have some if you change your mind. I do have some, but whatever if you've seen it without it, that's okay too, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever way you want to make it, but the meat smells delicious. And we're trying our oven for the first time, which only has degrees in Celsius. So we're gonna figure it out together.
Yeah, I don't think that they do a lot of cooking because that oven is too clean to be
That's what I'm thinking.
anybody cooking.
So that's pastelone.
That's
Wow.
alone.
Looks good. This. So all these cars are here because there are people here from all over the island. They're meeting. Different kinds of Pentecostal denominations are meeting to just fellowship and see how they can help their community best. It's just a beautiful thing to see, and we love that this can be the place where they can meet together. So every night we come out here after like what we think is the last person to close the gate, and we go close the gate, but it's a little creepy sometimes. Daniel's watching me from the other side, but we decided he would do the dishes and I would close the gate. So yeah, you can see this white barrel, and then there's over here a black barrel, and in between is a wire, and that is the internet for the neighbor. Because sometimes when you live in Puerto Rico, your internet service provider does not come to fix your Wi-Fi. All right, back to our house.
Se acercaron a aquel pequeño lugar y pastores se acercaron.
Okay, so I'm going to Walmart again, but it is for Christmas presents, and we're really excited to get Elizabeth this thing. I ordered a pizza though. I ordered a pizza on the phone, which is something I haven't been able to do because I don't speak Spanish very well, but I'm working on it, and I was able to do it. Like I said, I need a large pizza to go. I did it. It's huge. This is huge for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and celebrate for a second. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the worst Walmart in the universe. The Walmart where Black Friday is out all the time. Wish me luck. Okay, so this is our solution to a Christmas tree, at least so far. It's just a piece of fabric that Elizabeth and I somehow decorated with mostly safety pins. If I zoom in, some lights on it, Some like little ornaments that we got on there with some safety pins. We made some little fabric ornaments. But it looks pretty okay. I mean, okay, join me on my latest adventure. I'm pretty sure Daniel has an ear infection. I'm not totally sure. He says that his ear is like all clogged up and bothering him. So we are going to go to the CVS that I think is 24 hours, although it looks pretty dark, and we're gonna see what we can find. As far as like some kind of nasal spray, that usually what they end up prescribing is nasal spray, or something. Thank you. A destination's on the left. But we're gonna see what we can do. I think we can at least find some nasal spray, and then I don't know how to go to the doctor here, but I guess we'll figure it out. So right now we are locked out of our garage thing. So we are trying to get this air conditioner to drain, because it drained all in the front and soaked in our bedroom. So Daniel is currently using a wire hanger to create a different flow path for the water, which I think is working, I hope. Seems like it is. And there's power lines right there. So we're trying to avoid the power lines, and I'm outside holding the light while he's in the bedroom through the slats, trying to get this wire bent around. Bienvenidos a Puerto Rico. Where's a will, there's a way. Or something like that. Okay, so things have gotten a little bit weird around here. We spent the day like in the car, which was actually good because we were able to purchase 2 vehicles that, you know, they're like older or whatever, but like they will be able to help our teams, and that's awesome. Like a 15-passenger van and a 12-passenger van. So praise the Lord for that, number 1. Number 2, I had to go to the post office again, which before Christmas, I mean, it's the 22nd. It's like totally insane, you know? And then that took a long time. And then we had to go to Walmart twice. Once in Arecibo, which is like an hour west of us. And then once in Carolina, which is like 45 minutes or plus traffic east of us. So it was like a ton of driving. And then after that, we went to a different Home Depot, which was 20 minutes one direction, 20 minutes back. And then now Daniel is at the emergency room because he's been fighting off, like, we think there's an ear infection, for about a week now, and he just hasn't gone in yet. And it's been like trying to get him to do it, like, come on, man. But it's really hard to go to the doctor here. It's just really confusing. They have these things called like sala de emergencia. I just butchered that. But sala is like room, like living room, but like room for emergencies. But like they're not like attached to hospitals. They're just kind of random places. And then each hospital has an emergency room. And there's no like urgent care anywhere. There's no walk-in clinics. Some pharmacies have a doctor, but you don't know which ones. And it's just hard. It's hard to find medical care. We do have travel insurance, thank God. So we like called them, and they gave us a list of hospital emergency rooms to go to, because it's like, you know, 3 days before Christmas, and now it's like 8:15 p.m. So that's an emergency room kind of thing, just because of the time frame. And tomorrow is not going to be any better. They're not going to have more clinics open on the 23rd of December. Like, that's just not going to happen. So anyway, especially here, things are really weird about Christmas. Like, like it just lasts a really long time, and it's like everything stops basically until January 9th or even January 15th, depending who you are and where you're at and what you're needing. So they have at San Sebastian, I think on the 15th, and then there's Three Kings Day on the 6th, so that like pushes everything. Anyway, all that to say, all non-essential services are basically closed, and like already for Christmas, and Daniel's ear infection, unfortunately, is a non-essential service to go to the ER. So I'm hoping he's able to stay healthy by going to the ER instead of picking up COVID or whatever. And I'm hoping that they're able just to like give him some antibiotics and we'll be on the way and it's fine. So right now I have a trunk full of groceries that has to go back to the house, which is a little bit further away than I want it to be. It has to get in our freezer because it's been like 3 hours it's been in the back in the heat. So gotta get those in the freezer. Then I'm gonna go back to the ER with Elizabeth and we're gonna catch up to him, see what's going on. From what I understand, hospitals are different here. Like they don't give you food or water or anything you need. They just kind of like make sure you're alive and that's it. So I'm gonna have to probably bring him something, at least water or something. And they say to have somebody with you, which I had to leave him to get the food in the fridge. So driving home to do that, and then we will be back in the ER. I'm getting Daniel his prescription from the ER last night. We tried to go to a pharmacy that was open late, and they didn't have what he needed. I think it's just the Z-Pack, I think. So I don't really know why they don't have it, but I guess it's just not, they don't have it. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Oh my! You got me a drone!
Yeah!